I would ask my friends the next day, how did I get home? And they were like, you drove. This went on for years. Now, we were partying wherever there was a keg party, wherever there was a rock band or a club, that was the scenes I was putting myself in. And one weekend in 1997, after drinking and drugging in the clubs, sometime in the wee hours of the night, it just blackened in, and I don't even really know why I did what I did. I found myself in jail on a murder charge, and I woke up, I called my dad. I was very hungover, and I found out I was in prison for murder, in jail for murder. And my dad's words were, boy, you really done it now. So I had to face a future that had been boiling for 20 years of irresponsibility. Just running wild, partying had caught up with me. I had really hit rock bottom. I had a son, I had two sons actually. I had a son that was 8 years old at the time. I called on the phone, and I talked to him on the phone, and I wanted him somehow, I'm talking to my son, I wanted to try somehow make him feel good, because he didn't. He sounded like he knew this was bad. So I told him, my son, when I get out, I'll buy you a 10-speed bicycle. And at 8 years old, my son said, Dad, when you get out, I'll be too old to get on a 10-speed bicycle. Man, that hurt my heart. I saw the reality of how irresponsible I really had been. And so I was in jail. I was accepting the fact, man, I've lost everything. I've lost my family, I've lost my children, I've lost everything. I was at rock bottom in jail. And one of the first things I did was noticed a Bible study. And I had called a pastor just before I was sentenced. I had called a pastor to the jail. Even though I was raised in church, I wasn't clear in my understanding on the Bible. And I called a pastor and I asked him, have I messed up so bad that there's no hope for me? The preacher told me, no, son, no. He said, God will forgive you. And so I was really torn. I thought I thought there was no hope. I thought there was no hope. I thought I had already bought my ticket to hell. And so when I went to prison, I saw some Bible study group at the end of the hallway. I was like, if I have hope, maybe I can join this little Bible group and they'll let me sit in. And so I went and asked, and those guys were like, yeah, brother, come on. So I applied myself to church. I started going to church. I started struggling all day and going to church. I still was cussing. I still was playing a ticket once in a while. I still was playing race pools once in a while, but the preachers were bringing it into me, preaching this was wrong. What I was doing was wrong. You got to give it to God. Give it to God. He'll change you. You don't do it. He'll change you from the inside out. So I started going up praying. I asked the preacher, please pray with me, man. I've got bad language. I said, that's not honoring to God. If I believe in God and I believe in His Word, I'm not supposed to talk like this. So preachers would pray with me, and they'd say, just trust in God, son, just trust in God. So I believed that God would change me. So I was changing. God was changing me. The things I was going and praying about to take away, I just trusted it would happen, were happening. God was giving me a clear sign that yes, He'll have me back. Yes, He'll have me. I was raised to know about church, know about God, know about Jesus Christ, but I went so far astray, there was no hope. Now I'm seeing a clear picture of, yes, God has a purpose for you. God has a calling for you. You did right putting your faith in Jesus Christ. God made a clear picture to me that, yes, He would have even me. My name is Robert Addington from Shelby, North Carolina. My nickname, AKA Mighty Rolo. I served a 20 to 25 year prison sentence. I'm just an average Joe with a game plan for life.